Hello, everybody. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another story time from Lyric Lines. Welcome to another Create and Relate, our second story time by Lyric Lines. I love the feedback that I got from the first story, which, if you didn't follow through, the name of the song was You Should Have Told Me, and it was performed by Kelly Price. It was a popular song back in the early 2000s when Kelly first came out. I believe the album was Mirror Mirror, if I'm not mistaken. The video would have you believe that this guy was always telling his plus size woman how to dress, how he wanted her to look, and she was doing everything in the world she could to please him. And eventually she was like, you know what, if you can accept me like I am, bump you, I'm done with this. And I love the strength of the character at the end, but to me, the lyrics and the video didn't quite mesh. So I wanted to write something like really different, but that made it come together a little more. And I went from the approach of the plus size woman having a kind of harsh background, especially in the dating realm. And this guy comes along who's her knight in shining armor, and she's so wrapped up and engulfed in what she's feeling and what she's been through that she fails to realize that he needs the same love and attention that he's from her, that he's giving to her, you know. So I had a couple of people say that it was a sad story. Yeah, kind of. To me, it just, I was kind of trying to kick off the vibes of being more selfish. You know, because a lot of us tend to do that. We get so wrapped up in what we're going through and our own, you know, problems that we fail to realize that other people are going through too. And lots of times it's our loved ones, you know, those people that are really, really close to us. I love the relationship that my daughter and I have because we've both been through a lot. And we kind of break the mold in a lot of areas where they say two women can't run the same kitchen. Kind of true, but not really. It's my daughter and I here in this apartment, and we're not at each other. You know, we talk to and with each other, not at each other. But I know when she needs to get things off her chest and let things go, I listen. And when I need to get things off my chest and let things go, she listens. We wake up every morning. She says to me, "Good morning, pretty." I say, "Good morning, beautiful." And that is the start of our day. And throughout the day, that's our nicknames for each other. So, yeah, I just think if a lot of people were to understand and realize that self-love is great. It is the greatest love of all. You cannot love others properly if you don't love yourself properly. All of that is very true, but the key word here is properly. Okay, and properly involves listening to and tending to as well. It doesn't mean give all of yourself away. You have to keep a large part of you, because what you're giving at that point is mechanics. If you don't love you and take care of you enough, you really don't have anything to give. Okay? So, today's story, the title of the story is Full Disclosure. Okay? And like I said, my musical preferences are very eclectic. So you never know which angle I'm coming from. This song was very popular when I was much younger. I loved it when I heard it back then. When I ran across it yesterday, I was like, yeah, I gotta write about it. I have like quite a few songs piled up to write about, but when I heard this one, I was like, no, that one has got to be next. So here we go with full disclosure. I hope you have your works in hand. Like I said, if this is a take break time, take a break. Take that break. That's cool. But if you want to get a couple of rows, couple of rounds done, now's the time to do it. So just sit back, chill, get your drink of choice. And let's get into it. Jolene was a successful lawyer of a local prestigious law firm. Her slogan was, "If you need the job done, Jolene is the one." She was a go-getter and smart. She was feared by most of the lawyers in her state. She had a mansion for a home, sported a top model sports car, and even had a live-in maid and butler. But she was single with no children, and not by choice. At 29, Jolene only had 2 serious, short-lived relationships in her life and couldn't figure out why. Her approach in life was full disclosure and open honesty. She even unsuccessfully subscribed to several dating sites. Now, her girlfriends would tell her that she was a threat to most men, or that the right one hadn't come along yet. And this may have held some truth. But in her heart of hearts, she felt that it was something much deeper, leading her to seek counseling. She and her counselor, Mary, went over every aspect of her life to bring out that she had a better than average upbringing, a solid career, and an overall good life. Mary even trailed Jolene on a couple of dates to observe, only to conclude the same as her girlfriends. Jolene was stumped. She had no idea which way to turn next. She never presented herself as being thirsty or too eager. She always thought she followed the flow of the relationship, and this puzzled her tremendously. What else could she do? Driving home one Wednesday afternoon, she spotted a billboard advertising a dating self-help seminar coming to the convention center next week. She repeated the sign-up info until she got home and was safely able to write it down. After dinner, she pulled up the website and studied it. She signed up. Hello everyone, I'm Carla Stewart, your dating coach. And before we go any further, I'd like to introduce you to my husband, Desmond, our brood, Jessica 13, Des Jr. 9, and Aggie 4. Now, Desmond and I met when we were freshmen in college. We literally bumped into each other. I picked up his books, grabbed my backpack, and was off to science class. After class, he was standing outside the science building looking completely lost. So cute. But I also thought he was kind of creepy. Especially when he started sitting with me at lunch. For a whole month, we had silent lunch. Then he finally built up the nerve to ask me out. We had pizza in the square that afternoon, and I was hooked. He was charming and quiet, but smart. We took the next 5 years learning each other before I roped him in. Now, we're often asked about our dating journey, and the best advice I can give is patience with yourself. Jolene took notes like she was back in high school. She was also recording the event as to not miss a word. To say that Jolene was ready for a family would be an understatement. She spent the next 7 months chasing off another 3 suitors. She was perplexed. Jolene dreaded going home for the holidays, especially being single, because there would be so many interrogations, and she just didn't want to deal with them. While her mother was cooking dinner, Jolene made her way into the kitchen to have a long overdue girls' talk with her. She listened intently, especially to the part about full disclosure. Mom, I don't know what else to do. You know how I feel about open honesty and laying all the cards on the table from the very beginning. Jolene, right there. Let me break this down for you. If I were to bake you a cake for your birthday, I would present the cake to you, yes? Jolene nodded in agreement. And then her mother continued, I would serve it to you one slice at a time, making sure to spread those slices out. I wouldn't want to give you too much at one time. Jolene's expression mirrored anger, confusion, and frustration. Mom, why are we talking about cake right now? Baby, you enjoy the cake better when I give you small bits at a time. If you eat the whole cake at one time, it'll make you sick. I know that, Mama. So when it comes to men, you gotta know when to hold them. If you're at full disclosure on the very first date, you need leave no allowance for future discoveries. That is the end of my short story. I hope you did manage to get a couple of rows done. If not, a little bit of info I want to share with you. I do want to thank each and every one of my subscribers. You guys are absolutely great, and I am so grateful for you. Thank you. I do ask that when you come in, please hit those thummies. I need them. I need them. I need them. Thank you, baby. Yeah. And I would also like to ask that when you do hit the subscribe button, when you see that little bell, make sure you hit the one with the dimples so that you'll know when I'm dropping fresh content, and you can be right here for it. Please check out my ASL videos as well. If it were left up to me, ASL would be the second language of the world. I'm just saying, there are a lot of us out here who suffer with impaired hearing, and I would like to see more people get involved. Okay, I said those. Subscribe, share, comments. Very important. I know y'all see the steam rising. I have shrimp and gravy over rice and mixed vegetables. Good. But before, let me see, so I can tell you exactly what we got going on here. So yes, the comments are very important. I do respond to all comments, even if it's just a thumbs up or a heart. But I read each and every one of them. Now, a couple of things that are coming up. More ASL tutorials. This is the beginning of a future tutorial. I have not forgotten about the sunburst. The problem is I did not write down what I did when I created the sunburst. So going back and trying to figure all of this out has been a task. This, however, I started earlier today, and I've been writing everything down. This textured beauty is going to be called Kendala, just like a mandala, but only with a K. I also am working on another water bottle holder. I will be doing a tutorial for that as well. And this beauty right here is a cell phone holder. That is going to be the very next tutorial. So we do have things coming up for the channel. Speaking of the channel, in the description box, you will find the title of the song and the artist. I think I'm going to track down that link so that you can go straight to it and see who it is. A lot of you will be very, 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 very surprised. Some of you might be able to figure it out from the story. Okay. Whew. That was quite a lot. Now, in case you're wondering, yes, this is mine. This is all mine. I had to get my daughter to shampoo it for me, and she did, and I'm grateful, as I have difficulty holding my arms up for very long. And in case you didn't, I have a lot of hair. I do. I have a lot of hair. So, she when she did it, she blow dried it and bent the ends and played in it a little bit and said, okay, now you can do what you want to do with it. I'm like, I got videos to record. So I came on to chat with you guys for a bit. This beauty, my sweater, I have not forgotten it. Very recently, my room started going under construction. You know how it is. Yeah. And then moving things around, I misplaced my gray yarn. I am not going to buy another Value Plus skein when all I have to do is the sleeves. So when I find it, I'll work on my sweater. Yes. But in the meantime, this baby right here, before I get it out to you all, and like I said, you guys, this part right here only took me about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And this was figuring it out. So it does not take long. Usually when I say it doesn't take long, it involves like triple crochet and a lot of spaces. No. It's not really intricate work, but it is enough work that your hands will stay busy and you will see progress as you go. I will explain everything when I do the tutorial. But that's there. Yeah, that's what we have going on. If you would like to support the channel, I would tremendously appreciate it. I really would. You can always buy me a coffee. The link is in the description box as well. So are other avenues if you want to help. And let's see. I think I'm good. Like I said, watch out for more story time from Lyric Lines, more tutorials on projects, and more ASL tutorials. Ever so often I'll pop a little quiz in there with what we've done thus far, and the quizzes are not designed for pass or fail. It's just to show you, you know, that where you can go back and check on, or go back and watch the video of what you probably or may have missed. Okay? I'm without a ring. I feel lost without my ring. Evidently, I've started losing weight in my fingers a little bit. And when I moved, the ring went flying across the room. It's like over there, and I've not picked it up and put it back on yet, but I'm almost scared to, because I don't want it to go flying again. Okay, so with that, everybody stay happy, stay blessed. Self-love, 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 the greatest love of all. It is the greatest love of all. It's a deserving love, and it's a love that others deserves from you. Okay? And all of that, please know, remember, and gravitate to the fact that I love you. Until we see each other again, peace out, guys.